Mama Bisi ran. She didn't look back. She didn't stop to breathe. Her heart pounded, so fast it felt like it would burst from her chest. Her legs trembled, but she forced them forward, weaving through the empty stalls, past sleeping traders, past the lingering smell of roasted plantain and grilled fish. She had just witnessed a nightmare. Mama Ema's secret. And now she was terrified. What if Mama Ema had seen her? What if she knew someone was watching? She couldn't take that risk. So she ran. She didn't stop until she reached her small restaurant, far enough from Mama Ema's kitchen. She collapsed into a chair, her hands shaking. Her mind spun. What had she just witnessed? She had always suspected Mama Ema of using charm to sell her food. But this was worse than anything she could have imagined. People weren't just eating food. They were eating blended human waste. A fresh wave of nausea hit her. She covered her mouth, fighting the urge to vomit. Mama Bisi clenched her fists. She had to stop this. She had to tell people. But then, a terrifying thought crept into her mind. Would they believe her? Mama Ema was loved, worshipped even. Her food was cheap, addictive, irresistible. And Mama Bisi, she was just a struggling food seller, a woman who had been losing customers every day. If she told the market people, they might laugh at her. Or worse, Mama Ema might come for her. Mama Bisi swallowed hard. Her body trembled as she realized the truth. She was no longer just a food seller. She was now a woman who knew too much. And in a place like this, that could get her killed. Mama Bisi sat in the dim light of her small restaurant, her hands clenched together, her mind racing. The market was changing. People were falling sick, not just one or two, but many. Fever, stomach pains, weakness. Some couldn't even stand on their feet anymore. And now, 2 young, promising men had lost their lives. The news spread like wildfire, but no one suspected Mama Ema's food. Instead, traders whispered about a strange sickness, blaming the weather, the water, the spirits, everything except the real cause. Mama Bisi knew the truth. She knew who was responsible. And if she stayed silent, more people would die. She gripped the edge of the wooden table, her body trembling. I can't keep this deadly secret to myself, she whispered. But what could she do? If she confronted Mama Ema, the woman would deny it outright. If she raised an alarm, people might mock her, or worse, accuse her of jealousy. She was trapped. Desperation clawed at her chest. Her breath came out in quick, panicked gasps. She needed a plan. Something strong. Something undeniable. She needed proof. And then, a sudden thought flashed through her mind. Ayo! Mama Bisi sat up, her pulse quickening. Ayo, her childhood friend. A fearless journalist. A woman known for exposing the truth, no matter how dangerous. Ayo had once brought down a corrupt politician with just her pen and voice. If anyone could help expose Mama Ema's deadly secret, it was her. Mama Bisi grabbed a cloth, wiped her sweaty palms, and took a deep breath. There was no time to waste. She had to find Ayo, before Mama Ema's poison claimed another life. Ayo leaned back, her eyes narrowing as she studied Mama Bisi's face. The room was silent except for the distant sounds of early morning, the call of a rooster, the faint murmur of traders setting up their stalls, the creak of wooden doors opening. But inside the small house, the weight of what Mama Bisi had just said hung heavy in the air. Ayo folded her arms. Mama Bisi, she said slowly, her voice serious, this thing you're telling me, it's dangerous. Mama Bisi nodded quickly. I know, she whispered, but I can't keep quiet. People are dying, Ayo. 2 men have already gone. And more will follow if we don't do something. Ayo took a deep breath. You're saying Mama Ema, she hesitated, glancing around as if the walls had ears. Then, in a lower voice, she continued, is putting dried human waste in her food? Mama Bisi's stomach turned just hearing the words out loud. Yes, I saw it with my own eyes. She has a golden bowl where she keeps it. She mixes it into her food while cooking. Ayo ran a hand through her hair, her mind racing. This wasn't just an ordinary market scandal. This was deadly. If she exposed this, it could bring chaos. People would be furious. There would be a riot. And Mama Ema, she wouldn't go down quietly. Do you have proof? Ayo asked suddenly. Mama Bisi's mouth opened, then closed. Proof? She had seen it, but there was nothing to show for it. Ayo shook her head. You know how people are, Mama Bisi. If we accuse Mama Ema without proof, do you know what will happen? Mama Bisi swallowed hard. She knew. People would turn against her. They would call her a liar, a jealous competitor, a troublemaker. And Mama Ema, she would smile sweetly, deny everything, and continue poisoning innocent people. Mama Bisi felt sick. Ayo sighed and leaned forward, her eyes sharp with determination. We need evidence. Mama Bisi looked up, confused. What do you mean? Ayo's voice dropped lower, her expression serious. We need to catch her in the act. On camera. We need something that will make people believe. Otherwise, Mama Bisi, we are just two women with a dangerous story. Mama Bisi's heart pounded. Catch Mama Ema. Secretly record her. The thought sent a chill down her spine. If they got caught, Mama Ema could destroy them both. But if they didn't try, more people would die. Mama Bisi took a shaky breath. What do we do? Ayo's eyes burned with determination. We set a trap. Ayo's hands trembled as she slowly pulled the camera away from the hole. Her heart pounded, so hard she was afraid Mama Ema might hear it. She had seen it with her own eyes. And now, she had proof. She and Mama Bisi exchanged a silent, tense look. This was it. Everything they needed was inside that camera. But just as Ayo was about to step back, crack! Ayo froze. Mama Bisi froze. Under Ayo's foot, a small stick had snapped. The sound echoed in the silence like a gunshot. Mama Ema stopped stirring. She turned. Her dark eyes narrowed. Her body stiffened. She looked around suspiciously, the large wooden spoon still in her hand. Ayo and Mama Bisi pressed themselves against the wall, barely breathing. For a moment, the world stood still. Then, Mama Ema took a slow step forward. Her eyes scanned the area. Her breathing was loud, too loud. Ayo's heart pounded harder. She suspects something, Mama Bisi mouthed, her body tense with fear. Mama Ema's fingers tightened around the spoon. She took another step, then another. She was coming closer. Ayo clutched the camera tightly against her chest. They couldn't get caught. Not now. Not when they were so close to exposing the truth. Suddenly, a loud crash from the market. Ayo and Mama Bisi jumped. Mama Ema spun around, distracted. It sounded like a stall had collapsed. People's voices rose in the distance. Mama Ema frowned, hesitated for a moment, then shook her head and turned back to her cooking. Ayo exhaled slowly. She felt like she had been holding her breath forever. Mama Bisi gripped her arm. Let's go, she whispered. Without making a sound, they slipped away into the darkness. Their mission was complete. Now, it was time to expose the truth. And once the world saw what was inside that camera, Mama Ema's evil reign would come to an explosive end. Ayo sat on the edge of her couch, her fingers shaking as she transferred the footage to her laptop. The video played again, and she watched in horror as Mama Ema scooped the blended filth into her pot of steaming meat. The golden pot, the deadly secret behind her irresistible food. Ayo's stomach turned. This woman is a monster, she whispered. Mama Bisi sat across from her, wringing her hands. Ayo, we need to move fast before she suspects something. Ayo nodded. I know. By noon tomorrow, the whole world will see the truth. She leaned forward, her eyes blazing with determination. She knew exactly what to do. The next morning, Ayo's fingers flew across her phone screen. She sent the video to WhatsApp groups, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. Then she typed the caption. Shocking. The dark secret behind Mama Ema's restaurant. With one deep breath, she hit post. And then, she waited. Would people believe it? Would it go viral? Or would Mama Ema find a way to silence her? Ayo's phone buzzed. She picked it up. New message. What? This can't be true. Another message. And another. Within minutes, her phone was flooded. Her WhatsApp notifications exploded. Comments poured in. I knew it. This woman's food was too good to be true. Disgusting. I ate there yesterday. Somebody call the police. Mama Bisi covered her mouth, trembling. Ayo, it's working. Ayo's heart raced. Yes, the truth was out, and Mama Ema's world was about to come crashing down. Mama Ema heard the roaring voices outside her restaurant before she saw them. She wiped her hands on her apron and stepped toward the door, her heart pounding. The crowd was massive. Angry faces, raised fists, phones pointed at her, recording. Her customers, her loyal patrons. Now, her worst enemies. Come out, witch, a man yelled. You fed us excreta, a woman screamed, spitting on the ground. Mama Ema staggered back. Her body went cold. Then she saw it. The video, playing on every phone. Her hands trembled. She couldn't breathe. How? How did they find out? Her eyes darted frantically across the crowd. Then, she saw her, Mama Bisi, standing beside a young woman, her phone raised. Mama Ema's stomach dropped. Ayo. Her jaw clenched. So it was them. Her hands fisted at her sides. She had been betrayed. Mama Ema stepped forward, forcing a smile. My people, don't believe these lies. It's the work of jealous women. I have fed you for years. Have I ever given you bad food? You're a liar, someone shouted. The crowd surged forward. Mama Ema stepped back, fear creeping into her eyes. A young man pushed to the front, rage burning in his face. My brother died after eating your food, he bellowed. The crowd roared. Mama Ema's legs shook. Then, a stone flew past her head. Another, and another. Bang! Someone kicked over a pot of soup. The rich, delicious broth spilled into the dirt. Smoke rose from the overturned stove. Mama Ema's heart slammed against her ribs. This was getting out of control. She had to run, before they killed her. With one last look at the fuming crowd, she turned and fled. She didn't look back. She couldn't, because she knew her life would never be the same again. Mama Ema ran through the dark streets, her heart pounding like a drum. Her restaurant destroyed, her customers turned enemies, her life shattered. She couldn't stop. If they caught her, they would tear her apart. Her mind raced. Where do I go? Who can help me? Then, she remembered Baba Yaga, the old herbalist, the man who gave her the golden pot, the man who promised her wealth and success. He will know what to do. She turned down a lonely road, running deep into the forest, where Baba Yaga's shrine stood hidden from the world. Meanwhile, the market was still in chaos. People were crying, screaming, vomiting. Some even collapsed after realizing what they had been eating for years. Mama Bisi and Ayo stood together, watching. Ayo's phone buzzed nonstop. WhatsApp, Instagram, YouTube. The video had gone viral. Everyone was talking about it. Then, Ayo's phone rang. An unknown number. She hesitated, then picked up. Hello. A deep voice responded. You have done well, Ayo. But be careful. Mama Ema is dangerous. This is not over. Ayo's blood ran cold. Who is this? She whispered. The call ended. She looked at Mama Bisi, her hands trembling. Something is wrong. I think we are in danger. Mama Bisi's face paled. Before she could respond, Ayo's phone buzzed again. A new message. A single photo of Mama Ema standing in front of a dark shrine, holding a black pot, with a caption, You exposed me. Now I will show you true power. Ayo staggered back. Her heart slammed against her ribs. Mama Ema wasn't done. She was coming back. And this time, she wasn't cooking food. She was cooking revenge. What a world of wickedness. How can a normal human being be cooking with excreta for her own fellow humans to eat? I hope you enjoyed the part 2 of the story which you have just watched. And if yes, what are the lessons you can craft from the story? Let's discuss them in the comment section. Please do like my video. Share to as many people as possible. Also, don't forget to subscribe to support my channel. Do hit the notification bell to keep you informed when I upload the part 3 of the story. Thank you for watching. Until we meet again, keep watching and stay connected.